All right, I wasn't going to wait anymore. It's Ask Captain Jack. The end. Shoot. I don't like the way that looks. I'm sorry, but because of my other camera, I have to deal with it. There's going to be that little bit of the corner in the way. Sucks, but that's just the way it is. We are here. Ed Winchell's here. Good. So I'm not going to be talking to myself. That's a good thing. I just finished the video with Ken Thompson, Violator, Homer. I love doing it. Gives me something positive to look forward to after the game. And, you know, the folks that are on the other coast, yeah, it was a live game. Lee, for sure. Thank you for saying that. And I was saying this as well. I keep telling you that the Chargers are a better team than their record indicates. I keep telling you that. And I tell you what, those donkeys in Denver, they are tougher and better than their record indicates as well. Ed Winchell, why does Morrow has to go? Why are you just picking on one guy? I don't get that. I need you to cite some specifics. But yeah, I mean, he's undersized, he's quick. Okay, well, got it. Mike, good seeing you. Glad that you're here. Hopefully you'll get your pirate lady in here as well. Good seeing you, folks. I'm glad that we're here. I see, let me see, Ed and Lee and Matt and Mike, so that's 4. If you're here, sign in, man. Sign in. I want to see who's here. Because, again, and this is going to be about what we're going to be doing for Jimmy Farrell. Thanks for being here as well. What we got going on is we got the games on Sunday. I have to do my video shoot, which is why I'm all dressed up. I will be continued to be all dressed up for the games, for the video, for the Sunday night video, because I'm going right from the video shoot right to the show. And the reason why, like I said, I got that corner out. I got a camera at least coming in. So one of the cameras is I have one that you can actually see. I don't like the quality of it, but there's another angle. So that's just the way it is. Hey Matt, I'm sure you know. Actually, I want to turn that on because I can't wait to see that. I can't wait. And they should have lost last week. They should have lost 2 weeks ago. I don't see what the score is because I got the volume on mute, and in order to do that, I have to, let's see here. If I bring the volume down to 0, then that'll go away. And I'll take it off of mute. There we go. So now it's on 0, so hopefully I can see the score. I love that. 31-0. 31-0. Hey, Bucks fans, right here. They were saying that, oh, we got a home Super Bowl. We got a home Super Bowl. Screw you. Not even going to take the South if the Saints continue to run the board. I love this. Buccaneer fans, the faux Pirates, the fake Pirates. Can't stand them. Yeah, that's hatred. That is hatred. I hate them because I have to live here. Oh, okay. Tell your girlfriend I say hello back there, Jimmy Farrell. Thanks for that. I'm gonna get my phone out. Jared, thanks for being here as well. Jared had a scare. I'm glad we at least have 2 cameras for this show, but it's not the camera I wanted. I don't like the quality of it. What do I think of Tampa Bay? You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me, Ed. You know I hate them, abhor them, loathe, and despise them. Let me get my phone. I gotta turn my back on the audience for a minute. Ooh, where is my phone? I don't know where my phone is. I don't know where my phone is. That's not a good thing. Because I usually see who the hell's calling by my phone. So, 1 second. Hey, thanks again there, AJ. Happy Vets Day to you, too. Okay, let me do this. Let me get everything else squared away here. Okay, I am here. Let me get my phone. Okay, I'm sure you can hear me coming back into play. All right, there's my phone. Do a fade here. Apologies, I had to have my phone. So I got my phone. So this way, at least I will know who's calling when they call in. Okay. Thanks for being here. I'm sure the majority of the folks that are West Coast like the time change. JP, definitely an ugly win. And again, I want to say thank you. Thank you for everybody for being here. Again, I need to say the prerequisites. We do some calls. We're going to have things in there. I want to thank whoever's here. Let me go back. Okay, Ed Winchell again. Lee from Live Gaming and Sports. Thanks for being here. Matt, good to see you as well. Ed Winchell. Mike Gutzler, who hopefully will... And there's Becky. There you are. Jimmy Farrell. The Bishop. The Bishop, AJ Brahue, otherwise known as Raider Rev. Only I can call him that. Only I can call him that. We're going to get a Pittsburgh report from Jared a little later. JP, thanks for being here. Robert Hawk. Okay, that's a good crowd. It's a good crowd. I'm glad because I was, when I did the earlier quick show, there was not a lot of and that's okay. I was still under what's the word I'm looking for? Still kind of in a tizzy. And I want to talk about that as well, Jimmy Farrell. You can't blame Carr for not taking a knee because he had a play from John Gruden. What I'm pissed off at, what do I get on Derek Carr about? Every friggin' week. Is handling the ball. Carr City had Waller wide open for a touchdown on that play. Well, great. Then fucking throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. And I'm still on here and I'm watching the game. I want to see the Bucs shut out. I want to see them shut out. Shut the F out. And I will open. The play was supposed to go to a wide open there. Unfortunately, someone came through and the pocket collapsed. Well, I got it. But hang on to the ball. It's not a problem if you hang on the ball. If you have a wide open Waller, then throw him the ball. Oh, I wish I could have seen. I haven't seen any of the game. I haven't seen any of the game because I did the video, and to be honest, I was watching NCIS. I didn't quite see all of it, but hopefully it recorded. It probably didn't record correctly. So I missed the shows, which is I'd rather watch NCIS anyway. But the game's on now. The game's on now. So one thing I will do, and I don't know. So he's thrown a few interceptions, and I love seeing that because I can't stand him. Cannot stand him. I won't say his name. He who shall remain nameless. Primatama. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have G on here. Wait, G, wait a second. G. I can't put you on yet, G. You know why? Because it's not showing up yet. G, call back in a second. Call back in a second. And the reason why I say that, and Raider G is gonna lead us off tonight. The problem is that when I turned it on, it didn't show up. It showed up on my phone, but it didn't show up in my computer. So Raider G has the floor as soon as he comes back. And because we know he's going to be calling in, there you go. Let's go to the fade shot. Raider G, please call back. Because I want to talk. This game, our game, please call back, G. There we go. That's what I'm glad to hear. Okay, why is I put it on, I put the damn thing on silent. Why is it not doing that? G, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
Whack 'em, sack 'em, crack 'em. He has the #1 Raiders podcast in all of YouTube. He is the man, the myth, the legend, Captain Jack Rackham.
I love that. You know what?
Hey, yes, sir.
You know what? Seeing that, if I was in the ground and I heard that, I'd have a hard-on from the grave.
Oh, man.
It's true. It's true. That would give me a hard-on from the grave, man.
Man, I'm flattered that you like it, man. Believe me, I enjoy doing it because you're my dude, man. You're my dude.
Appreciate it, man. Can't wait to see you as well. Can't wait to see it. What are you other than this ass whooping that the Buccaneers, and I'll be kind to call them the Buccaneers because I can't wait to hopefully see this come through. Oh yeah. God,
you know what?
Why can't
You know
we
what?
have gotten to him? Why can't we have gotten to Brady like that?
You know what? I think a couple of weeks ago you had posted on Facebook. You had called them the Tampon Bay Buccaneers. I thought that was the funniest shit. I'm like, Tampon Bay, really?
Yeah.
But anyway, Captain J, hey, it was an ugly win today, but we pulled it out. The thing is, I think at the top of your show, you was talking about Derek Carr's handling of the ball. You are 100% spot on. Yes, it was a dumb play to be able to pass that ball deep in our own territory with 11, 12 seconds left. But still, I don't care how dumb of a play call it was. You have to protect that ball. You really do. So the very next play, because after that play was over with, it was 6 seconds left to go in the half. The Chargers kicked the field goal.
Yeah.
So we basically handed them 3 points. So you can imagine how I felt and probably how the rest of Raider Nation felt towards the end of the game when the game was coming right down to the wire. The only thing that I could think about is if the Chargers score a touchdown on this drive, the last couple of plays of the game, I'm going to go back to that 3 points. We would have lost the game 33-31,
Exactly.
But luckily it didn't happen. Our defense needs help, Captain. Man, we are terrible. Our defense needs help. I did see some improvements. We did sack the quarterback twice today. Cleveland Farrell had some pressures. He did good against the run. And then, of course, Nassib and Mad Max, I mean, they were getting after it. But tackling still seems to be an issue. Abrams, if we had 11 Abrams on that defense or 10 more Abrams on that defense, we would have the number one defense in the league. I don't know if you saw at the beginning of the game, Captain, but it was one particular play where Abrams was on a blitz and he didn't quite get to the running back. So the offensive lineman who had pulled, I think he was a guard, he had actually pulled. He didn't see Abram coming. Abram had hit him in the back because he was trying to get to the running back. Mm-hmm. Don't you know he injured that offensive lineman? I forgot his name. So the offensive lineman had to go out of the game because Abram accidentally hit his ass. Mm-hmm. I mean, this dude and Mark Schilleris was like, you know what? This guy, he plays with a total reckless abandonment because he doesn't even have any regard for his own body. And this is the type of player that you want on your team. And I couldn't agree with him more. And I don't even like Mark Schilleris because he's an ex-Bronco. Yeah. But that's another story. But
that's why I tell everybody to listen to my broadcast, so you don't have to listen to that butt plug. You can listen to me. And again, I'm not being conceited. But people told me today that my play-by-play was awesome. And you don't have to listen to him. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So do you have Apple?
Apple. I have an Apple phone.
Yeah, there you go. Apple, what? If you have Apple, then you can use. There you go, another interception. Hey, Brady, right here.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Hey, it was a good game. It was. I'm glad we won. Derek Carr. I think his stats for the first half, he was 6 of 10 for 44 yards.
44 yards.
And but second half he came out guns a-blazing. I mean, he was hooking up with Aguilar, and actually DC. He reminded me of 2016 DC second half, Captain, because it was one play that he scrambled for, and he went airborne for a first down in open space. I'm like, what? What in the hell is that, man? But that was good to see. He connected with Renfro on a nice long pass. So second half, he did look a lot better. But I still was thinking about that freaking fumble at the end of the first half. I'm like, man, if we lose this game. But I'm glad that we didn't. We got the W. We're 5-3. And this is the way it's going to be whenever we play against division opponents. I don't care what the Chargers or the Broncos record is. When we play against them, it's just going to go down to the wire. So, and I'm telling you, Justin Herbert, we have to contend with him for another 10 years. Yes. So, because he's a bad dude. He really is. I mean, he played his ass off. So, but hey, we won, and it's on to the Broncos.
Right, and again, I said this even when I was doing and I was trying to figure out what his stats were. I said he has to have thrown for over 300 yards. Yeah, 326.
Oh wow,
326 yards, and that's not good. 326 yards. Now, I granted, and I was also right. I said, where was Mullen? Mullen was out. I must have missed that. But
yeah, he started the game, but then I think he went out.
He went out with a hamstring or something.
Yeah, and then of course Arnett didn't play.
Yes.
So we were, and I think Nixon had actually played one of those corners, and he needs work. He did okay, but yeah, man, we are an injury riddled team. Our fullback Ingold, he went out early in the game. He had gotten hurt, and he never came back. So, I think that sort of affected the play calling or whatever. But I was real happy to see the 1-2 punch with Booker and Josh Jacobs. And Jalen Richard, he had a pretty good game too. So our running game was on point. I mean, we were running all over the Chargers. But I know about 5 minutes up. Go ahead and take that next call, Captain. Hey, man, just wanted to get my piece in.
All right. Hey, G, always good hearing from you, brother. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Yes, sir. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye. That was the one and only Raider G. And now we have the Pittsburgh report with Jared. Jared, I got to go, and I immediately got to say, what the hell happened today in Dallas?
I'll tell you what happened in Dallas today. The Steelers got too relaxed, too smug, too arrogant, too cocky, and let's just say too almost blown up, let's just say. And they were very lucky they got out with a close shave of a win in Dallas today. I mean, this Garrett Gilbert kid, I mean, he looked like he was like 2 or 3 years in the league rather than a rookie and basically starting his first game. You had only 2 sacks on him all day. You missed 2 extra points. Freaking Boswell kicked that 60-yarder, but I'll tell you, 5 penalties in the fourth quarter hurts you. Mm-hmm. If you're Dallas, you just got to be kicking yourself right now, wondering what the hell went wrong. We were in control of this game. We were running it halfway decent, even though Zeke was questionable going into the game. But again, the Steelers cut down the mistakes, however, as far as penalties go. No turnovers, but I mean, if it wasn't for Ben coming back from that very serious bump at the end of the first half, we would have been screwed. But again, this is 3 weeks now. The Steelers should be very lucky they got out with a close shave. But I don't think I can take much more of this. I mean, next week got Cincinnati. You should beat them and hopefully not go down to the wire again with them. Then you got Jacksonville the week after, and then Baltimore on Thanksgiving night. I mean, the next 3 games are not going to be any gimmies by any means necessary.
I got you. I got to make an interjection here. I want to thank our thumbs downer. Thank you for being a part of the show. I sincerely mean this because it keeps us all in check that you're not happy with the show. I appreciate that. Thank you for that, for coming on over here, giving us a look. Thank you there, thumbs downer. By the way, we have 11 watching. We have 11 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down. If you haven't given me your thumbs up yet and you appreciate it, please do. Also, there's that $sign down there. If you like anything in particular about the show, it's called Super Chat and Super Stickers. Go hog wild. Go at it. Go ahead, Jared. That won't count as part of your time, brother.
No problem. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow night we got the Jets and we got the Patriots. However, I mean, go figure. I'm just looking at my fantasy stats here right now to see how I'm doing. I mean, I right now going into today, I didn't know if I was going to be ready to. I couldn't tell if I was going to start Ben or not. I'm looking right now how all of a sudden how it's close. I'm only down 5 points right now in fantasy. Mm-hmm. I mean, basically, but I don't know who I need right now to help me help me out here. I'm looking on the field right now to see right now how I got Frank Gore tomorrow night, however. And then after tomorrow night, the person I'm playing against got the Patriots C. So it's going to be very close tomorrow night. But yeah, I like what I'm seeing, however, tonight of Mr. Brady and the sad sack Bucks, if you will. I mean, they knew going into this game they were going to get that brain speed in. But, I mean, I did not think it was going to be this ugly, you know. But you've got to give the Saints credit. They were ready for this game tonight. They figured, okay, we're going to come ready to beat you guys. Well, guess what? you are getting beat right now. 31.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait to go out tomorrow and crow on Facebook. I can't wait because it's we the Bucks beat us. I get it, but you know what? It was a close game, and if we hadn't let down at the very end, it would have been the score would have been a lot closer. And again, I think that people can appreciate it, but right now, if New Orleans wins. Valerie, I love when I love it as well, and thank you for being here. I can't wait to hear from my lady Val. I love Val. Val is my dream girl. Oh my God,
Yeah.
keep running. I love this. But yeah, can't wait to see it. But yeah, so Jared, obviously the Steelers are going to lose to somebody. I mean, they almost lost to a joke team today.
Yes, they did.
But I still think that. The Steelers are, if they continue to go through, they are going to rack up that number one seed, which will give them that week off.
Oh yeah, they won one of the top two seeds, no doubt about it. And you look at the Chefs today, and they almost blew it. I mean, they were in control for a while. Mahomes had a pretty good day, however, and then all of a sudden Bridgewater and them came back. And if it wasn't for that missed field goal, yeah, they would have been basically knocking out Kansas City, and they could have helped us out, in a way. But I don't know. At the end of the day, however, I will say this, however, it was a close shave, but, I'm just happy they got out with a win. But there is, unfortunately, however, some sad news to report in the world of entertainment, as we all know. Of course, Alex Trebek, we heard today, however, of course, very, very sad. And then I heard today, however, I'm just reading it right now, Norm Crosby apparently passed away last night in Los Angeles.
Wow, Norm! I didn't even realize that Norm Crosby was still alive.
Yeah, he was 93. It was heart failure. Started on Maggie said this morning, however. So he, both him and Alex Trebek, rest in peace.
Yeah, may they rest in peace. Yeah, Norm Crosby, what a great comedian, man! Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I thought that he had passed away a long time ago. So, wow, yep. 92. I'd love to see a crooked number. I'd love to see a crooked number or another crooked number. I want to live to see something medium in the 70s. That's what I. So give me another 15 years on this planet. I'll be happy. Something in the 70s would be happy for sure.
Well, we can also mark right now for the Jets, however, let's just say, however, another number will be fitting for them tomorrow night, and that is 0-9. Believe me, it's not going to be pretty, however. They're going to get blown up by New England tomorrow night, I feel.
Yeah. So. I think so. And actually, going in there, I got a bone to pick with Nick. It's like, but I don't know if the Chargers were the better team today. I think that it was probably it was a toss-up game, and it came down to a toss-up game. And I tell you, they did things to screw things up, but so did the Raiders. So it was just a matter of the Raiders made fewer mistakes, even after they gave them a gift 3-pointer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, also next week, don't forget too. Also, however, we got the Masters coming up on Thursday. However, and of course, they're going to be televising it. It's going to be so weird. I mean, they're going to start. I just saw, I think, on CBS today, if I'm not mistaken. They said, however, that I think that Saturday coverage is going to start at 1 because they want to try to get done by 6 o'clock in preparation for the Alabama LSU game, and then Sunday morning they're going to start their coverage at 10 a.m. because the Raider Bronco game is at 4 from Vegas.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I can't wait to see any of those. Like I said, Nick, that's true. They did fumble the punt. But you know what? That goes with our special teams were better. So it means if you talk about all 3 phases of the game, the Raiders played a better game when you look at all 3 phases. Their defense played just well enough. Our offense, and again, this is the Raiders' defense was horrific today. But they kept the guy out, and I'm sorry, I should be. I'll probably do this when you get off. In fact, I got to put the knockout on for you, Jared, because we've been on for a little bit. But like I said, I think that the Steelers are easily the best team in football. Obviously, they're undefeated, But
Yeah.
I think that it's because that they played well,
Yeah.
and have they've overcome all the things, even a Dallas team that was up for them, and
Yeah.
they're going to be definitely a tough out.
Yeah, no doubt. And I'll get you out on this, however. I will give my prediction to the Masters later this week with you and Angela and give you my early breakdown of what's going to happen at Augusta this weekend. But they have now said another, we know Air Force and Army were canceled yesterday. What happened? Now they're saying that the Air Force Wyoming game next weekend has already been canceled.
Yeah, I tell you, I think it's definitely COVID-20, man. Lots of weird stuff, man.
It is. All right, well, I'll talk to you on Tuesday or Wednesday and give you my early pick for the Masters then, for sure.
Okay, thanks again, Jared. Appreciate that. Good hearing from him. And Doc, okay, wait, Doc is in here. Doc, none of this is on your time, Doc. I want to answer a few things before we go into your call, before I forget. See, now I forgot. Yeah, and Chargers are a better team in 2-6 than the other New York team is. I'll give them that. The Raiders' pass defense sucks, but at the very end, even though they sucked, the one player made 2 plays back to back. Isaiah Johnson, the second year man, who I thought was going to get a little bit more playing time this year. I don't know who that is. Jimmy Farrell, no, you can't. Jimmy, Doc is on yet, and he hasn't started yet. But I mean that's the way it is. And again, it was a 50-50 game, and the Raiders won. So and again, it's going to be like I said, the Miami game is going to be for some marbles. Marbles, Doc, how's your marbles?
Oh, I'm sorry I missed your first show, but my family called to make sure I was still living because they knew I was probably on the teeter.
Yeah. When I did my broadcast, man, I was livid.
I watched it after the fact after I got off the phone. I'm sorry, but I did let it run and watch it late to give you some run time. But I mean, whew,
I appreciate it,
dude. I tell you what makes me so upset. It's the fact that we're saying, well, this defensive player ain't playing good, and that defense is not playing good, and we really don't know that because I'll tell you right now, Paul Gunther is not putting our players in the position to succeed. And a coach's job is to put his team. He don't win the game, but he's supposed to put his team in the position to win. And the way he was making those calls and letting them dink and dunk and go down the field and prevent defense prevents winning. And he almost basically gave the game away at the end, and it just made me mad the way they were playing.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, Johnson came through in the clutch in his last 2 plays of the game, and that's good because we don't know how bad Mullins aggravated his hamstring. I'm hoping it's not serious, but a hamstring, you never know. Hamstrings can be a pain in the butt to get over.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, when I call him Doc, he really is a medical professional. He's not a doctor, but he's the best thing that a Navy corpsman is the best thing going. So Doc knows what the hell he's talking about.
I'll tell you, a hamstring could bother him for the rest of the season. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
I hope not. I mean, I want to see Arnett come back. And, Johnson was playing a hell of a lot better than Lawson was.
Yes, he is. And hopefully Arnett will come back, and maybe that will help us out a little bit. But I'm telling you right now, Paul Gunther's got to go. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. I try to give him a chance, but, man, how much more of this freak show we got to see?
Yeah. I don't know. But like I said, don't expect him to be – Paul Gunther's going to be the defensive coordinator through the rest of the year. It's just the way it is.
You don't have to fire him. You don't have to make it public, but you can make it to where Marinari takes over most of the control, and it could be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You don't have to embarrass the guy. Because he's obviously friends with Gruden, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Gruden likes the guy, but you can do things behind the scenes. How many times have you seen defensive coordinators get put up in the booth?
Yeah. And he was for that one game.
That's right.
Yeah, he was for that one game, and it worked out. Now, what I would like to do is this: is that I want to see who's available in the off season. I want to see who's available. So it's like you don't have to say, well, Wade Phil. I almost said Wade Wilson. Boy, I'm going back. Wade Phillips is available. I'm like, okay, but there are other people that are going to be available. Mike Zimmer might be available, but the thing about Mike Zimmer is Mike Zimmer is the guy who taught Paul Gunther.
Yeah, that's just an upgrade of what we got.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. You don't know what's going to happen in Houston with their defensive coordinator because they're new coach. We're going to bring in his guy. What's going to happen to the defensive coordinator in Houston now?
Yeah. Do you know who the defense coordinator is in Houston?
I don't know the name, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
I don't really follow Houston as close as I do some of the other teams.
Yeah, maybe somebody knows. Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, it's not their defense, it's their problem. The problem was they got rid of one of their key offensive weapons and crippled their offensive production. Letting Hopkins go, and he went to Arizona, crippled them.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
I mean, I tell you what, I mean, maybe this is a pipe dream, but I would love to see Greg Williams come over if they do have a game where, the Jets come in and they have somebody that takes over and they don't want Greg Williams there. It would be stupid to do it.
Is he at the Jets?
Yeah, Greg Williams is the defensive coordinator of the Jets, and I'd love to see Greg Williams come in.
I thought he was Buffalo. I guess I got the wrong team.
Yeah. Greg Williams is in New York. I mean, and why? But see, here's the thing. Why Gase is still the head coach of New York. I don't know.
You're already 0-8. You might as well let him tank the rest of the season and get your first round draft pick.
Yeah.
You take that first. You get that first pick, and I'll be honest with you, it's not their quarterback's issue. They don't need a quarterback, so they can use that first top pick and trade it and get some good trade picks and value and build up. They need a line. Yeah,
but here's the other thing. They're trying to go, and it's fun because they're going to get that first pick. And thanks again, Robert, for that. Anthony Weaver. I don't know a lot about Anthony Weaver. Nick, a switch to a 3-4. That's up. That just depends upon if they want to do that. I mean, personally. If it's got to be a 3-4, then he's not going to be our coordinator because we are a 4-3 built defense, and they don't want to trash what. Granted, trashing whatever unless they think that they can switch in a year, and I don't think that's going to happen. But
to be honest with you, a good defensive coordinator looks at what players he got and plays the defense that suits them the most.
But you also have to say, hey, would you be okay with who we have on this team, and what scheme do you think you could run? If you want to be a 3-4, could you take it for a year with a 4-3 and switch it over? I don't know.
I don't think we would do that. What I'm saying is a good coordinator can run a 4-3 as well as a 3-4. You get a good coordinator, he's a 3-4 coordinator. A good defensive-minded scheme can run both.
Right, and see, that's why now Wade Phillips is primarily a 3-4 guy as well, but he did run some 4-3. So Wade Phillips would be a good person to be there. It just depends upon would we want to have it done.
Well, I hear my dings for me to go. But the last thing I got to say is we just need a new coach on the defensive side.
I hear you.
And let's concentrate on Denver. Ugly wins better than a loss.
Hey, you got it.
Let's concentrate on Denver, buddy.
All right.
Go Raiders.
Hey, thanks again there, Doc. Much appreciated. Great hearing from you. I know who the caller was. I didn't get a chance to pick up on him. Caller, call back. Caller, call back. I didn't get a chance to pick up quick. Boy, they are killing Primatama. I love this. I love this. And I know Valerie loves it as well. I know who the caller was. Call back. There we go. Jimmy Farrell, how you doing, brother? What's going on with you tonight?
Hey, Cap, what's going on?
Hey, I'm having a good night, man. I'm watching Primatama getting his ass handed to him. I love watching that.
No, I wish it was us doing the same thing, but we gotta go. Look, Wednesday through Saturday, I'll be in Jared.
Jimmy, you are breaking up horribly. Try to move around so we can hear you better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, hear you a lot better now. Go ahead and say everything you said before. I couldn't hear you.
I just said I'm leaving Wednesday to Saturday. I'll be in Jared's territory in Pittsburgh, so just wanted to say hello to Jared.
Hey, well, hopefully you guys can get together and meet.
Yeah, I'll be bringing my girlfriend with me. She's gonna see her grandkids, and should be fun. But back to the game.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that the Chargers, the number one receiver, didn't get the ball last.
Yeah, well,
I don't know why a
third
string quarterback, wide receiver got it.
Well, I tell you what, God, I'm loving this. I'm about ready to have an orgasm right now. I love seeing this. I love seing this. I can't stand that effort. Can't stand him.
I'm not watching the game, but what's the problem with them tonight?
I don't know.
Why
I
bad?
just turned the game on, and it's first off, it's a defensive line that's actually getting hits on them. It's a defensive line that is blowing past the offensive line and just teeing off on them. Teeing off, and I love seeing it. I love seeing it. So, that's the greatest thing.
But back to that play, it's funny that there was only 1 second left in the game. It couldn't end with no time left, and that play would have never happened. I don't understand why a third string receiver was getting the ball. Why don't they give it to their number one receiver?
Because Keenan Allen, the last 2 plays, was double covered, and I agree there, because the guy was kicking your ass the entire game, and they finally decided to double cover Keenan Allen, which what they should have done the entire game. Yeah,
and they were throwing the ball with these little dumps in the middle of the field. Why didn't they do that in the last play? It was working for them.
Yeah,
and I don't know where was our linebackers today, and secondary they were okay, but they were leaving guys open that last drive. I was telling my girlfriend, they're gonna blow this game right here. They weren't even stopping them, and if they scored a touchdown, the Raiders, if they scored a touchdown instead of a field goal, that touchdown wouldn't mean anything. You had to score a touchdown. I was saying to myself, a field goal is not going to be enough.
Yeah,
it's not going to be enough.
Well, I'm glad it was enough, and obviously I was saying wow, I don't know, maybe you go for it on 4th down on that play, but again, if they don't get the field goal, then the Chargers wouldn't have had to have gotten the touchdown, and they would have been able to kick the field goal. So obviously, in the long run, it worked out. It worked out for them.
I'm really surprised they only had the Raiders 2 or 3 penalties, and they're 4-1 on the road. So they got to start winning some home games.
Yes.
Starting next week.
Right.
Okay. My next question is: all right, now we're 5-3.
Yep.
After the season's over, do you still think going 10-6?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have to be 6-3. I think the next 3 losses are going to be Miami. I think they're going to lose against Kansas City. And I think they're going to split with Denver. I think they could beat LA. I think they could sweep them. And in the rest of the games, I think they can win the next 6 wins.
Well, remember
them
we
6.
got to play the Colts as well, and the Colts and the Dolphins are going to be the hardest games that we play, other than Kansas City the second time. But the Colts,
I don't think they're going to win that Miami game. I just don't have a good feeling on that.
well,
Even the Kansas City one.
Well, like I said, it depends upon what team shows up. If the Raiders' defense showed up against Kansas City again, and I'm not saying that it will, but if they do show up again against Kansas City and the same game plan works, then you're 2-0 against Kansas City, and Kansas City should have lost today. Kansas City.
True.
Kansas City should have lost today, and they're not. I mean, they're a great team. They are.
Right.
They're a great
team. And the Colts could have won today too.
Sorry?
They could have. The Colts. They could have won today too. They were. What were they? They were up by, I don't know, 10, 11 points in the first half.
Yeah.
Against Baltimore.
Yeah.
So, they could have beaten Baltimore. I think the Raiders will beat the Colts this year. So you're saying there will be 5-3 the next 8 games?
Yeah, that would be 10-6.
Yeah. So what are your 3 losses?
Like I said, I think that either one of those losses is going to be against either Miami or Indianapolis. Okay. One of those losses is going to be.
What about Atlanta? You think they can win that game?
They should beat Atlanta, but it's going to be a lot tighter than people think. Because again, Atlanta allowed they allowed friggin' the Broncos to score 21 points in the fourth quarter.
Right. So you think they're going to be undefeated in the division?
That's
hard.
No, they're gonna go 5-1, 4-2 in the division.
So they're gonna split with LA and Denver.
Well, again, I don't know exactly. Okay, but I think they're going to be 5-1, 4-2 in the division. Who those games are? So, I'm just looking big picture.
So right now they're the 6th seed. So it looks like they'll be playing, I guess, Buffalo, right? Because Buffalo is the 3rd seed.
You know what? Don't look at it as of right now. Shit.
I want Buffalo to play. I want them again. I really do. If we get our players that, I really believe they could beat them next time. I really do. I mean, if they had just a couple more players from injury, I really think they had a shot. Even the game they were playing, they had a shot to beat them. I think there's just too many turnovers. They beat themselves in that game. I really think they could beat Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo's good, but I think Buffalo, I just see them like maybe a year away from being a really good team.
Well, remember, if we play Buffalo again, we're playing them in Buffalo in January.
Right. Are you surprised at 4-1 on the road? I am.
I'm sorry, what was that, Jimmy?
Are you surprised at 4-1 on the road?
No, I'm not.
You're not.
I said, I firmly believe that this team is a better team. I think we're actually better than our record. And again, I think that we only really lost, horribly to Tampa Bay in the last half of the fourth quarter. It was that close. And again, they were in it with Buffalo. They were in it in New England,
Yeah.
And again, so they're still better than the 5-3 that they have. I mean, maybe they lose one less. I say this
Yeah.
team should be 6-2 right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you get my text about the next year's schedule?
I'm not sure, James.
Okay. Because next year, a buddy sent me a text. He showed me the schedule next year. We're playing. There's a game. Giants on the road. Pittsburgh is on the road. I guess we're playing that Pittsburgh division, which is what, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Well, we already played Cleveland. Playing the NFC Least, which the Giants on the road. They played. I think they played Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas should be in Dallas next year.
I think that's a home game against Dallas.
No, we play in Dallas next year.
Oh, in Dallas? Okay.
Yeah, we play Philly in Vegas. We play Dallas in Dallas.
And Philly's in
Vegas.
Oh, Philly's in Vegas. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I don't want to go too far ahead of that, I just thought maybe the other Raiders fans want to hear what the schedule is next year. So, yeah, it wasn't a pretty win, but I'll take it. But like I said, this defense is they got to get better.
Yeah.
I mean, this quarterback in the Chargers, he's pretty damn good. He was throwing the ball, and there was guys wide open in the middle.
Yeah, and like I said, it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable how open these guys were. It's inexcusable. Right. Jimmy, I appreciate the call, brother. I'm going to let you go.
Okay. All right, take care. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks again, partner. That was Jimmy Farrell. And like I said, like I was saying, it was horrible. It was horrible how open these guys were. Raider Gus is on the line. Raider Gus, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
How you doing, El Capitan Jack?
Hey, I'm doing fine, man. It's victory. It's what the hell is that? There's nobody there. Okay. I for some reason I have a phantom call. Stop calling, whoever you are. Gus is on the line. God damn it! I hate it when this happens. Sorry, Gus. For some reason, it's okay. It's a glitch. I can't get some of my cameras to show up, and the caller doesn't realize. Stop calling. Thank you, Gus. Don't worry, man. None of these minutes count against you. How you doing?
Awesome. How are you doing?
Good.
I'd like to say, I guess you can call this the cliche game, where you could say it's better to be lucky sometimes than good, and we snatched victory out of the hands of defeat.
That's right.
So, we deserve one or two of those a year.
Yeah.
A lot of teams get those, but no, I just wanted to bring up something. I love Renfro. I think he's a great catcher, but why do we have him returning kicks when we have one of the fastest guys in the league with Ruggs?
Well, but here's the thing though. Renfro is elusive, and he's quick. He's quick and dodgy. Okay, and I don't know whether Ruggs has done punt returns before, but I would rather have somebody with sure hands that's dodgy and elusive and gets you positive yards than somebody that is not necessarily an adept punt returner. Now, I could see Ruggs maybe next year being put on kick return, but let's see how they do it. I don't know if Ruggs has ever been a punt returner or a kick returner. So, but we know that Renfro is good to go.
No, I mean, I love Renfro. He's like the 2020 Todd Christensen of the Raiders, but I just see Ruggs as such a great weapon on a kickoff return. You know, if we can make sure he holds onto the ball, unlike Carr, he can get us at least out to the 30 every time. You know what I mean? And you know, that's a great asset to have. But going back to Carr, I don't know. I don't know what you do with him to hold on to the ball. I don't know what to do.
You know, I hate saying that you get punitive, but you know what? If he continues to fumble the ball, then dock his ass and pay.
I believe that's what we need to start doing to him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, hit him where it hurts. It's in his pocketbook. You know, he'll think twice about just flailing the ball around. So.
Yeah, and they got to do something. They got to do.
You know,
something.
and he, you know, the second half he had a couple good runs. You know, he's very athletic. You know, he kind of dug himself out of a little bit of hole with his feet. And maybe he should start thinking about doing that more in the first half, you know, and instead of just waiting in the pocket too long.
Oh, I agree, and just do whatever you need to do, but don't fumble the friggin' ball.
Exactly, and you know he takes a real long. He hasn't done a lot lately where he takes long drops, like 4 or 5 steps back, but. You know, he needs to cut that out as well because, you know, it's just not working out for him with the way he can't hold the ball. So, El Capitan, I just want to say thank you for the call. Just make it short and sweet. And you have a great week. And I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Hey, Gus, thanks for the call in, brother. It's good hearing from you, man.
All right. You take care.
And you do too.
Okay, bye.
All right. That's Raider Gus. Good hearing from folks. And like I said, if you haven't called in yet, it's 11:15. We've been on for a little over an hour. And, I mean, I want to go, hopefully I will go at least 90 minutes. So we got hopefully about another half hour to go. So, we got somebody calling in. Good. Right on cue. Houston, Steve, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
Hey, not much, Captain.
Okay, hang on, Steve. I gotta do another refresh on my computer. I get the. Remember how I used to have like the phantom ghost calls that there's nobody there? Well, it's there. Yeah, no, Hot Neil, no, Hot Neil. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, I just kept asking Sherry what the score was on this game today, and all of a sudden it said that it looked like
Go ahead, Steve. It's a phantom call. I already told Hot Neil. I already kicked him out, but we're gonna have to listen to it for a minute. Hang up! God bless it. I gotta do a refresh on the computer or something. Stand by, Steve. They'll get the.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, good. Go ahead, brother.
Anyway, so I was listening to the game. I kept asking Sherry for the updates because I was supposed to be working, but you know I have a little bit of leeway on that one, thank goodness. But anyway, it sounded like when I looked at it, I said, "Holy crap! They scored in the last play of the game." And then I asked again and said that the Raiders had regained the lead, and I thought, "What the hell happened here?" There was a touchdown that was not the touchdown that was taken back. Usually those go against us, doesn't it, Captain?
Yes, and I was happy that when and I'll be honest, when the first time I saw it, I didn't see the drop. I saw the good defensive position by Johnson. I saw that on both times he played it the same way. He was in a little bit of a trail, but he got his hand up and took the ball and just kind of got it out from the full possession of the two hands when the guy was going to the ground. I didn't see that he had juggled it the first time. So, but as soon as I did see it, and by the way, did you get a chance to get in on the app so you can listen to me vice the jokers that were on the play?
No, I wasn't, Captain. What happens is I call myself the gatekeeper, so I've got
and all the managers were around because we're doing all these sales with the Black Friday stuff already. So, but I did. I'm going to try to do that when I can. It's just that I just ask Siri what the updates are on my phone when I have the chance, and that's all I can really do.
No problem, Steve. I just wanted, if you can, great. If not, don't worry about it. But when I saw that the ball hit the ground and there was movement and it was not a clean catch, I jumped. It was like I jumped out into the screen of everybody that I was talking to. I'm like, oh no, it's incomplete. It's incomplete. and I'm going from railing for for at least a minute and a half, saying we better not get screwed on this call, and we didn't. Thank God.
Right. So many of those calls go against us, Captain. It looks like the guys up there were shining down on us and said, it's nice to be on. It's nice to get a call right after all these years of not getting the call right.
Yeah. It's,
but I tell you what.
See.
What did you think about Derek Carr leap? Wasn't that a great leap?
Oh yeah, and I like I said when I was doing the information for the broadcast, I said that was balls. That was a balls play, a great balls play, and I was so happy to see Derek do that, and and it was when we needed it the most. It was great to see, and I was very happy to see that.
I know it kind of silenced some of his critics, didn't it?
Yeah, but I always go back to, love you, Derek, but hang on to the fucking ball.
No.
My God.
I was at that game out there in Oakland when he that game against the Cowboys when it was just horrible to watch because you're like, oh no, he's going to score. Oh no, he didn't. I'm like, holy crap, and then he did that in Green Bay, but this is hopefully, we're reversing some trends. Like we won that game up in Kansas City. We won that game, the one I'm talking about. We won in Cleveland in the rain and snow and sleet, which was a cold weather game. And I think this might be one of those years like, was it 2016 before Derek got hurt and everything? I think that this is a special year, and I think we can win at least 4 of those games, at least be 9-7, hopefully maybe even 10-6. I think the way I look at it, maybe I'm totally off base here, but I think that the possibility of getting a wild card isn't a long shot at this point.
No. Like I said, if they continue to play the way they should, like I said, I see 10-6 for sure.
That's definitely doable. What now we play? Is it the Broncos we play next week?
Yeah, we play Denver next week at home.
How do you think that's going to shake out? Did the Broncos win today? I've been out of touch with that.
No, the Broncos they were getting their boats raced by Atlanta, but the Broncos ended up scoring 21 points in the fourth quarter. They made it close. They were down, to a touchdown, but they didn't win. So again, the Broncos after that big high win last week go out, and it wasn't even as close as the score was. Scoring 21 in one quarter at the end, might look good on paper, but they couldn't get it done. So I'm hoping that it is a Bronco decimation next week. Again, I don't care what the score is. I actually, I got Ken asked me again tonight, what's the score? What's the score for the game? I said 34-17. But, that's just a guess on my part. It's just a matter of which Raider teams show up.
Right. What do you think about Drew Lock?
I mean, he's an okay quarterback. He's not the greatest. I didn't like him when he was in Missouri. And, everybody was saying, oh, they got a really good quarterback for the future. Well, they got the best quarterback that they've had in a while, which isn't saying much, though. I mean, they had Trevor Siemian. They had and a bunch of other, jokes at quarterback. So, I mean, with Drew Lock playing as well as he has been playing, that's not saying a lot, considering that they've had some sorry quarterback play since some guy named Manning was their quarterback. They just don't have any good quarterbacks to speak of.
Yeah, Brock Osweiler was one of them. What do you think about since I wasn't able to see the game like I would hope to, we saw just a little bit in the lunchroom. But what's your assessment of Herbert right now and everything? What do you think about him? He's going to be a future star, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, Herbert's a good player, and he's going to be a very, very hard out for the Raiders for years to come. I mean, if they can get some more around him, you know, I can see the Raiders are going to have to get considerably better if they're going to keep the Chargers out of the playoffs year by year, because, you know, Kansas City is good. They're not as good as their record in my estimation, but Kansas City is a very good to minus great team. The Chargers are the best 2-6 team in the league, and they just got their snake bit. And, you know, I'm glad that snake continues to bite them, and hopefully it'll bite them again when we play them again, you know, in Las Vegas. But, you know, that's all I got to say is that the Broncos are getting better. I think that our quarterback is better than, obviously, the Denver quarterback. Is he?
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, and if he continues, could he be as good as the guy who was the MVP a couple years ago? Who's to say? But, you know, it's a team game. It's a team game.
Isn't it great to see Derek Carr continue on the trajectory and everything? Because this is the year in Gruden's system, and the dividends.
Okay, what was that, Steve? Steve? Oh, we lost Steve. Sorry, Steve, I swear I didn't hang up on you. I did not hang up on you. I'm sorry, but Steve was up on time anyway. So, good hearing from Steve. Steve, I swear I didn't hang up on you. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Let's get a caller in here. And welcome aboard to Homer. I saw that Hot Neil was in there. I'd love to hear from Val. Love my Val. And hope to hear from some of the other folks. I appreciate everybody being here. If, like I said, if you like what you see, there's the thumbs up. If you really, really, really like what you see, go hit that what is it, the $sign. And it's your way of saying thanks again. I love when we get a chance to talk after victories. It makes the day it makes the show a lot better. Doing that victory show. Oh, Scream is in the house. Good to see you, Scream. And again, let's hear from people. If you haven't called in yet, and again, hopefully people will tell Steve, I didn't hang up on you. I swear. He lost comms. I couldn't hear what the hell he was saying. Matt Marinovich, good comment, but Marinelli doesn't want to be the DC. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Marinelli, if this is just a one-year deal for Marinelli. I mean, I think that he was brought in to do what he was supposed to do. I hope, oh my God, I hope and pray that, oh God, I didn't realize it was such a bad thing there. I hope and pray that we get a new DC real soon. And that it will be to our benefit. Because, man, we need some stuff done. Need some stuff done, and it's horrible. It's horrible what we have to deal with on the defensive front. It's horrible. So, but what can you say? Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Let's see what else anybody else has to say. And get somebody in here. Yeah, next year? Yeah, sure. Next year, hopefully so, Matt. Yeah, but we got to get the right DC in. We got to get the right DC in, and you know, and you're gonna have, and again, you have to have somebody that will kowtow to Gruden's ego. I'd love to have Rex Ryan in here, not Rob. We've done that one before. I'd like to see Rex Ryan in here, but Rex Ryan probably doesn't want any part of this. Doesn't want any part of the Vegas team because, you know, he would have to play second fiddle to Gruden. And I just don't see that. I just don't see that working. Again, you're going to have maybe the kid that was the defensive coordinator in New England. He might be available because I don't think he's going to last long in Detroit, Matt Patricia. So you got to see who's available. Got to see who's available. We are up at an hour and 16. See if we get some more calls in. If not, then, you know, I have no problem. I have no problem. Oh, that's why. That's why I had those double calls. I figured that one out. I had the friggin' Google Hangouts up twice. Stupid me. Stupid me. Line is open, 813-699-0824. If we get a call, great. Sarah Sanchez, welcome aboard. If you like what you see, how about that game? Yeah, darling, good to see you in here as well. If you like what you see, there's a thumbs up. If you really like what you see, there's a $sign. Have at it. It's all about the Raiders, that's for sure. And welcome in here. There's Sarah. Sarah's in Colorado, and I know that she wants nothing more than to beat those friggin' Broncos. Love and care to you as well, Sarah. Good to see you. See if we get any more calls. If not, okay, you guys got here. It's 11:28. It's 11:28 Eastern time. And I am enjoying, I'm going to be giddy tomorrow, giving it to the Tampon Bay fans. Giddy. Looks like Florida is getting ready for the tropical storm / Hurricane Ada. And hopefully so. Ed thinks it's going to be a cakewalk. Brown, by the way, I've seen reports that Brown is out for the next several weeks with COVID crap. And you know what? If that's true, then for all those people that are saying cut Brown, you can't. Because by definition of rule, if he's on an IR list, you can't cut him. You have to have like an injury settlement or something along those lines. But he still gets paid. Yeah, Jimmy Farrell, yeah, the Notre Dame game, that'll be something that hopefully Angela and I will talk about it. Yeah, good. I love that win on the Gators. Well, it looks like we're about all talked out. That's fine, because I've enjoyed having everybody here, and you know, it is Victory Sunday, and I love saying it's Victory Sunday. Join us this week. I gotta get with Angela. There's probably going to be some scheduling not issues, but there's going to be some scheduling turns and backs and forth. Okay, so I'll get with Angela. We'll be on. Is it my? I think it'll be my channel this week. I have to check. But yeah, get with me. Yeah, I think it is my channel this week. Angela and I will be doing our "What the Bleep Are We Talking About" show. Be aware for that. We'll have 2 shows this week. Times to be determined. There might be like a pushback of starting time as well. But just be ready for it. Thanks there, Matt. And yeah, there's Thor. Hey, Thor popping in at the very end. Thanks to see you there, Thor. It is 11:30 Eastern, so was that 8:30 on the left coast. Victory Sunday continues for the Raiders. Love seeing that. Thanks there, Sarah. Sarah, love you as well. Love my Val. Gotta love my Val. Love Sarah. Good night to Raider Homer. Appreciate everybody being here. Check out the schedule this week, and again, check out on the Raider. Was it the Raider fan or the Fan Network? I gotta check what it's actually called. It's the Fan Media Network. There you go, Fan Media Network. Check that out. You will see videos for myself, Violator, Raider Homer, and Ken Thompson bringing it all together. Thanks everybody for being here again. If you're here and you haven't given it a thumbs up yet and you like what you see, thumbs it up. I did have my flyby thumbs downer. Always a great show when I have my flyby thumbs downer. Keep things real. Appreciate everybody's being in here. Fan Media, there you go. Fan Media Raiders Superfan Show. There you go. Raider Homer said it right there. Make sure you check that out. There's a video that we did. Which is why I'm all dressed up, and I will be dressed up for all of these Sunday shows the rest of the year. It's great. We'll see you there. And again, thank you for being here. Thumbs it up. And again, if you like what you see a lot, yeah, hit that $. I enjoy having your support. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you for further shows this week. Yeah! Had to get it out there. Thanks again, folks. We'll see you. Raiders, Victory Sunday continues.